Oh wow, we are way out of. We are
Why
like,
are we so
we're like
pale?
way off of center.
What the heck?
Should I try to turn it or?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, no, it didn't work.
Hold on. We
Hold on.
gotta adjust our angles. Hi guys. How's
It
everybody
sucks that
doing?
it doesn't like allow you to do that
It's not letting
before
me
you
connect
go
to the
live.
chat, and I don't know why.
I think we're streaming.
No, we are.
Careful.
What is?
Careful. Wow, we were like, oh, kind of bright.
Right, let's see. Restore chat. I don't know what is going on with the chat, but
well, here, hold on a second. Since it's too bright, we probably don't need this light.
Oh, that's fair.
Let's see, how is it like without this light, or is it way too dark now?
That's very dark.
Okay, so here, then what I'm going to do.
The twilight hour.
Hold on. I'm working on it.
Guys, I can't.
That
works.
What's
going on with the chat?
Oh wait, and so people can't comment?
I don't know. That was the
we
whole
can't
point
communicate
of
with you, especially if we're going to do.
Play Star
I wanted to play
Wars
Madlib with you guys.
Yeah. All right.
So, I'm
gonna go on the
chat
YouTube.
with anyone.
I'm gonna go on the YouTube.
The
YouTubes and see what is going on there, because if it doesn't work, then I'll end it and then I'll start a new one. So you guys just hang tight. I'm not ending it right now. I'm just gonna check. But hi, how's everybody going? How's your stay
quarantine
at home? Yep. That whole thing, how's that going?
Yeah, I mean, Wendy and I have actually kind of been in quarantine, not since
it is
last
working.
Thursday.
All right. So I can't look at the chat via the desktop, but I can get it through the phone. So we can play Star Wars Madlib. So yeah, you guys, hi, how are you? Happy stay at home, I guess.
Happy, don't touch your face.
As I was about to move my hair out of my face. No, I just
wash your hands and don't touch your face.
Speaking of washing hands, we've washed our hands so much lately.
Oh my gosh, we've gone a little overboard.
Well, better safe than sorry, I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm having to put like lotion on my hands like 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, I don't want to touch anything. My hands are clean. They're moisturized.
Oh.
And I don't want to have to go through this again because my hands are like splitting right by like the thumb and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, this is not gonna be
a little bleeding, a lot of band-aids. So, oh look, Adam Robertson from Disneyland.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
So I'm sorry that I have to kind of like disengage and look at it here. So know that I'm not like checking my social media when I'm here talking with you guys. We are just making sure that we can interact with you. So, the point of this video is obviously we're not breaking news or anything like that. We just wanted to do something that'll help brighten your day, hang out with you guys for a little bit, play a little Star Wars Madlib, laugh a little bit, check in with you guys, see what you're up to. For our channel, we are going to film something. We have a couple of things shot. They're not reactions or anything like that. One of them is a movie couple eats bite size where we eat some different candies. So that'll go up sometime next week.
Forgot that we did that.
Exactly. And this is completely my fault, but we have still a lot of videos from our Japan travel from 2018.
From like a year and a half ago.
So there's going to be some editing done with that. So you guys will have just more fun, lighthearted stuff. Not that there's anything going on right now because Hollywood's basically on hold. So
on lockdown.
So let me know, let us know in the comments, put it in right now. What have you been doing to stay entertained at home? I have work during the regular work hours because now I'm working from home.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of sit at my little desk over there. You guys can't see it, but I put in the hours there. And then afterwards, I think we do a lot of cooking.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, now that fortunately we were able to go out and get plenty of supplies. We're probably good on food. If we really started to like ration it for about 3 weeks, we can probably stay in the house and only go out to take the dogs out for about a good 3 weeks. Seeing how we still have, water from the faucet, even though we did get, I think 2 crates of bottled water.
No, they're not crates. That sounds like we're hoarding. They're 2 like 18 packs.
2 containers.
Yeah. Because it's not just for like this, it's also for like, since we live in LA, just in case there's earthquakes. So we have earthquake kits ready. So we have water for ourselves and for the dogs in case that happens. And I want to shout out real quick to Courtney Rose, also a Patreon supporter. Yay!
Yay! Thank you so much. We highly appreciate it, especially at this time.
Yes. So she is. She's in Australia. It's 5 a.m. there. And she was like, I couldn't miss it. I have to watch it. So hi, Courtney. Thank you so much you've been supporting us for so long. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you everybody for joining us, taking time out of your day. The dance party says Dustin is becoming fugitive Captain America. And
yeah, kind of. And it figures it's like right when everything's like, you're not allowed to go outside at all. That's what I'm like, oh crap. I really should have gotten my haircut before this pandemic hit. And now I'm like,
do you dare to do it yourself?
I'm debating on it. Well, what I'm debating on is kind of just losing everything. I want to just take like
full baby face
and then just like shave off the beard because, you know, you're not supposed to be touching your face. Having long hair and having a beard just makes me want to go all over on my face, and it's not helping. But, you know, I'm also very proud of like how well it's kind of grown in, and I've kind of trimmed it up nice.
Shave it.
So I don't want to shave it. I want to get rid of the hair.
It's got a very nice shape right now. So
of course, what is it? My friend Brandon Pugmire. He's the reason why I started growing my beard was because I did a project with him back in last September at the LA County Fair, and he just has this amazing beard, and he was just starting to get his mustaches long enough to where he can like put them up in twirls. And I'm like, moisturize it, make sure you don't get this, because if you don't take care of it, that's what happens to the beard. It's like, you wake up, I wake up in the morning, since I kind of sleep on one side will be nice and flat, and the other side would just be like all over the place. And Wendy's just like,
what's wrong with that side of the face? What's
wrong with your face? Monster. I'm like, that's the side I slept on.
Late to the party is also watching.
Hey guys!
Hi, Robert and Vanessa. They are having to travel to work still for essential communication companies, so they still go to work their normal hours, and then they come home and then they watch The Office.
So that's cool. That's kind of like, what is it? It hasn't made too big of a change in your work schedule. I mean, I can't go to work at all, you know.
Yeah.
So
his work is on an indefinite like hold until we don't know when. No, none of us know when. But
here's
the hoping. We're gonna keep it light. Keep it here.
No,
and we also don't have like we're not medical professionals. So if you want the facts, either go to your like local government website.
The CDC website.
Go to the CDC website. How many of you guys are caught up on Clone Wars? Because I kind of want to talk about the Ahsoka thing, but I don't want to say any spoilers in case you guys haven't watched it. So I'm going to watch the chat and see if you guys.
Well, if you are in the chat and you have not, if you have not seen it,
turn off the sound.
No. Just put a have not seen, and then we won't talk spoilers or anything. Because if there's at least one person or two people out there who haven't seen it.
Jack Robbins is in the UK. Disney Plus is not out in the UK yet.
What?
I thought it was out in March.
Yeah, well, there could have been something that disrupted it. But, okay, so wow, so you're not able to, I would have thought that they would have released it like everywhere all at once.
At least by now to kind of help out with people being entertained. Yeah. You know, for those who have to stay quarantined at home, that's kind of shitty. But anyways, all right. So
we won't talk spoilers.
But
I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler to say that this is the first episode with a certain character.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say that?
Well, I mean, that part's all over the internet. We just won't talk about what happens in the episode. So I'll talk about maybe a general reaction. So we all know Clone Wars season 7 was coming back. I don't even want to get into the first 4 episodes because just in case I don't want to spoil it anymore for anybody else. But
yeah,
Ahsoka is back in episode 5. I won't tell you how she is. We won't talk about exactly in what capacity of how she's back. But I think I was most excited to just finally, she is my favorite Star Wars character aside from like Leia and Luke. So it was just such a treat to kind of see her on screen again, especially after she turned around and she was like, bye, Anakin. Bye, Jedi Order. Peace out. Thanks for not believing in me.
Actually, when you really think, when you know what's coming, it's kind of like, good timing, Ahsoka. Good timing.
I mean, if she's not technically a Jedi.
Yeah, true.
She technically would not be, affected by Order 66.
Well, yeah, that and also the fact that we know Kainaki, she's able to get through it because of what happens in Rebels. So I mean, she's appearing in Rebels, so we know she gets all the way through Order 66 somehow. But I'm really interested if they're going to explore that in further episodes, on whether or not they're going to talk about, what was she doing exactly when happened with Order 66, and also how is that battle? I mean, I'm excited about that battle with Darth Maul and Ahsoka, and how Anakin comes in, but then they leave to go off save the Chancellor.
Wow, it's a whole lot. So I'm very, very excited. I don't know how many episodes Clone Wars this season's going to give us. Typically, there's like 22, 21, between 21 to 23 usually. The greediness in me wants 23 episodes. Hell, give us 24 episodes.
20, I was
66 episodes.
Tons of episodes.
But aside from that, Rosario Dawson is also rumored to be cast as Ahsoka in for The Mandalorian, which is I did not expect that news to drop yesterday. And I know Slash Films is the outlet that broke the news, though they did say in their article that they didn't get any official kind of response or statement or anything from Filoni or Lucasfilm or Rosario Dawson's reps, which I figured if it's true, they probably would. I mean, either way,
they probably would have been like, hey, take this down. This ain't true.
But Slash Film, I would say, has always been trustworthy. So here's my feelings about this. I love what Ashley Eckstein has done for the character Ahsoka, and I would love nothing more than for her to play Ahsoka Tano. Yeah, it'd be really, really weird. And to me, it's a disconnect because of the voice. And I'm not saying that Rosario can't match the voice. When you're an actor, you're so talented that you can do these things to get as close as possible. And also Ahsoka, as she gets older, her voice is going to change just a little bit, which we've seen Ashley done, and the difference between her voice in Clone Wars and the difference between her voice in Rebels. So there's that. I just worry that when we see Ahsoka, at least for me, when we see Ahsoka on screen, and it won't sound like the Ahsoka we know, but physically it will look just like her. I think Rosario has the perfect facial structure. And I'm imagining it with the makeup and everything. I can see it. I can see her embody the physicality of the character with the acting. But for me, the biggest disconnect might be the voice. And then I know a lot of people are saying just have Ashley dub over stuff.
Then and just have Ashley do it.
I kind of don't love that, because then that takes away from Rosario's performance as well. When you're an actor, that's what you're hired to do. And
you can always tell when someone's voice is dubbed, as opposed to when someone's voice is, authentically being recorded at the time of the acting, which I think if you're going to go with Rosario Dawson, then just stick with her performance 100%. Yeah. And don't try to dub it over, because what was it? What was the movie that we just saw? Sorry to bother you. And they had
Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah. And they had, the white person voice. It's going to end up sounding like that.
But that was a very sad, you're saying, not as
it's not going to be as obvious, but it's going to be a little jarring. And why even put that in there if it's not really necessary?
I think if you're going to hire a performer to perform, just let her do her thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always going to have Ashley Eckstein as the voice. It's just I am partially excited and I'm partially disappointed. I'm very, very torn.
Yeah.
I'm very, very torn, because I to me, Ashley is Ahsoka. So as a fan, I think I'm going to have a very hard time trying to connect with this. But at the same time, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know in what capacity Ahsoka. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows how much Ahsoka is going to be in The Mandalorian. Is it just a cameo? What is it? We don't know.
Yeah. True. Well, I don't think they would have gotten Rosario Dawson.
I mean,
to do a cameo.
That's true.
If it was a cameo,
a true cameo.
If it was just going to be a little blip, you see her,
then it would be Ashley.
Then it would have been Ashley. But I think they plan on using her constantly through the next series, and probably if it gets renewed for a third season, which most likely it will, they're going to use her as a big part of this.
I would love nothing more.
Because if I'm not mistaken, Mandalorian takes place before the start of Rebels. So if Ahsoka is in Mandalorian, she is just starting to become fulcrum.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Well, I mean, we'll see. You know, it's a whole thing. Is we'll see. Okay, let's pause on the Star Wars Ahsoka talk because I think it's time to get into Star Wars Madlib because I've been wanting to play it. I saw it on Dustin's desk yesterday. I was like, oh, I forgot we had that.
It was in my Christmas stocking.
Do you guys want to know how to play Madlib? It's been like forever since. But
yeah, you first kind of go through and then ask them, okay, give me a
noun, adjective.
Oh, yeah, it's right here too.
Okay.
Adjective.
So you guys just put it in the comments below when we ask.
Which
one do you want to do?
Do you want to just flip through it and be like, this one?
Okay. Tell me when it's done.
Okay, fine. Stop right there. We'll do a 1 in the middle.
Okay, I won't even say the title. I think it's going to be really, really funny. All right, you guys.
I don't know. Are you supposed to say the title?
I think we tell them after they pick
I haven't played Mad Libs for so long.
Our rules. Our stream, our rules.
House rules. Oh,
okay. So you hold this, and I'm going to read. Okay, so you guys, in the chat, all right, let's first start with noun. First person to give me noun. And then when you write it, write noun, and then what's the...
Yeah, whatever word you want to, yeah. The ...
And then, so give me a noun. Noun, poop.
Poop.
That was from Paul.
Okay, that's going to be the first one.
Poop.
Poop.
Just wait till you guys hear what the title is going to be. Oh my God. All right.
A verb ending in
ing.
ing. So a verb ending in ing.
All right.
First one to come up is who's the fastest writer out there?
Do you guys verb going.
Going. Awesome. Going. Next is an adjective. We need an adjective.
Just in case you guys know. Oh, nope. I think.
Oh, someone.
Hold on a second.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find the cheat sheet just in case people don't.
Oh, what is a?
Yeah, it's here. So an adjective, guys, describes something or somebody as in lumpy, soft, ugly, messy, short, blah blah blah. Adjective, beautiful. Oh,
beautiful.
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 Beautiful. All right.
Okay, and now we need 3 nouns.
All right, 3 nouns.
So everyone, you can only put 1 noun in. And I want, because it says noun, noun, and noun. And just so you guys know.
Describing a
person, place, or thing. Sidewalk, umbrella, Ella.
A noun, lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
Noun, cat.
Cat. Saber, cat.
1 more noun, guys.
1 more noun, and spooky?
That's it. That's
an adjective. Okay.
You want to give us a noun?
Give me a noun?
Speeder.
Speeder.
Ooh, that was a really good one. Cow Skills says Wayfinder. Maybe we'll save that for next. Okay.
Okay, that'll be Wayfinder will be for the next noun that we get because there's a noun. So part of the body.
Part of.
Keep it PG-13.
Yeah. Yes.
You can go to PG-13. Let's. So part of the body. Okay, and those of you who are right on top of it, a verb ending in ing.
Arm.
So body part is arm, and a verb ending in ing.
Should I go back up and see if there was another ing?
Was there a verb ending in ing that someone else?
Yeah, Vanja wrote stealing.
Stealing. Okay, I like that one.
Vanja's watching all the way from Croatia.
Ooh.
All right.
How you guys hanging in there over there? So
3 adjectives.
We need 3 adjectives. And I'm like, oh yeah, so
something that
describing something or somebody. So 3 adjectives. Oh, wait a second. What was the noun that we were going to place in
Wayfinder.
there? Wayfinder. Okay.
Swedish.
Finder. So Swedish?
Yeah. Sparkly. And then
Swedish,
dangerous.
Sparkly and danger.
All right. Now we need a plural noun. So basically anything with a plus an S.
Yep. A plural noun and a noun. and another verb ending in ing. So pick any one of those.
This
Plural
is the final
noun,
3.
Noun and verb ending in ing.
Okay, falling
So
for a verb ending in ing.
Okay, so
Plural noun, stormtroopers.
I'm a terrible troopers and a regular noun.
Toilet paper.
T
Appropriate.
P. God, I hope there's someone trying to steal toilet paper in this one. Okay, so hold on a second.
We're gonna have to fill it in.
What I should have done is just filled them in as
we
were going, but that would have been thinking ahead.
Yeah, we don't do that.
And
who does that?
We don't. Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, obviously, no one does that.
Oh my gosh, how funny. So what we've been up to lately, aside from cooking and work, I would say I binged the entire season 2 of Big Little Lies yesterday. I had watched 1 episode of season 2 and then I fell off, got distracted. And then yesterday I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna start watching it again. So I did, and wow, does anybody know if you watch that show if they're gonna get a season 3? Because they left it, it's like a pseudo cliffhanger. Like it could be a conclusive ending, but it also at the same time, like there could be more to the story. So I would love to know if there's gonna be a season 3. And then other things that we've been cooking. Curry, if you guys follow me on Instagram.
That curry turned out
so good.
Really good.
I was worried that I had messed it up, but I luckily didn't. It tastes delicious. Dustin made beef stew in the slow cooker. And that
turned out pretty good. I think what I needed to do though is either quarter those potatoes instead of just cutting them in half. And probably if I semi-peeled the potatoes.
But we thought we'd experiment with it and see how it would be, because they're like little bitty. They're not. Yeah. When you guys think potatoes, they're not like potatoes.
Yeah, they're like little tiny itty bitty. The little itty. All right, my love.
Okay, you guys ready? Here,
Let's find out what our ad lib is.
You can watch the chat. All right. So our Mad Lib Star Wars story is Han and Leia, a love story, and that's why I was cracking up. I just thought it was so funny. Okay, Han and Leia are a poop made in heaven. But you would have never known that when they first met. They have absolutely nothing in common. She's a tough-going princess. That kind of worked. She's a tough-going princess who followed in her mother's beautiful footsteps and became a lightsaber.
She became a lightsaber.
He's a cat smuggler and a space speeder.
And a space speeder boy. Works.
With a price on his arm so high that every bounty hunter in the galaxy is stealing for him. What? One thing Han and Leia do have in common is a Swedish ability to throw sparkly insults at each other.
A Swedish ability to throw sparkly insults.
Just like glitter coming out of your mouth. Where was I? Okay, Leia once called Han a stuck-up, half-witted, dangerous-looking wayfinder herder when he started teasing her. But even though they used to fight like cats and stormtroopers, now they bring out the soft side in each other. Since they've fallen in love, the entire rebel force is breathing a toilet paper of relief. They no longer have to listen to Han and Leia's constant falling. That was the most obscure story ever. I think my favorite.
Wait, what is it?
With how they used to fight like cats and stormtroopers. And a Swedish ability.
A poop made in heaven.
A poop made in heaven, and a Swedish
That's kind of like, what is it?
The
unicorn poop that's like actually like smells pretty and beautiful, I guess.
Okay, I think we have time to do one more, because I mean we've only been streaming for 24 minutes.
All right. We can do that. You guys want to do one more? Let's find out. Okay, so
yeah, let us know in the chat if you want to do one more.
We got a lot of laughs on that one. Cool. All right, so you want to? Okay, so here, how about I flip through it?
Well, I don't know if they want to do another one.
Oh well, I was going to see if I was going to flip through them, and give them at least like the title.
Yeah, give them the title. Why not? Because they can
Here we
think of
go.
things.
So do you want to?
That could be funny. Okay, yeah, give them the title.
So the title is Dressing as Darth Vader. So now this is kind of funny because I actually used to do that all the time. So
back when we did Awesome-tacular with Jeremy Johns, there was a sketch where what it's like to work with Darth Vader in the office. That Darth Vader was Dustin.
Because I actually have a Darth Vader costume, so I put it to good use on that day.
Okay, here we go. You guys ready? All right, the very first word we need is
an adverb.
An adverb. Tell them what an adverb is, just in case they get it.
Good question. Adverb, describing something or someone.
No.
Yeah. Oops.
That's an adjective.
Okay. Adverb tells us how something is done. So modestly,
something that usually ends in LY. So modestly, stupidly, greedily, carefully, and etc. Famously.
Famously.
The next one is a noun. Give me a noun. And remember, we're filling in a story about dressing as Darth Vader. So
we need a noun and then part of the body, but plural, and we need 2 of those. So
hood.
One noun, hood.
Hood.
And then
parts of the body is elbow. Yes.
But it'll be elbows because it says plural.
I appreciate people putting in different parts like elbows and armpits. That always makes it really funny.
Elbows and another one. So I need another plural.
One more body part in plural, please. Toes.
Toes.
Yes.
All right. Next, we need a noun and an adjective. So who's got a noun or an adjective out there?
Got a lot of body parts.
Toes, heels, toes. Okay, cool.
Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes.
That's actually one of the songs we used to for like the music time at the museum.
Noun, hamster.
Noun, hamster.
That's a great noun.
Hamster. And adjective, which is adjective.
Describing something or someone.
Yeah, describing something or someone. So we need the adjective and then another noun. So was there anyone that...
Smelly for an adjective.
Smelly.
And then a noun. Spoon.
Spoon and another adjective.
I have a couple here, actually.
Okay, well, cool, because I need 2.
Let's do furry.
Furry and another adjective. Now, I also need part of the body, plural.
Did I give you smelly?
Yes, smelly was the first one was the first adjective we put down.
All right, let's do sleepy.
Sleepy for adjectives.
Mm-hmm.
Sleepy. Part of the body, plural.
Okay, earlobes.
Earlobes.
I see you. That's great.
Okay.
Plural
noun. A plural noun and a verb ending in ing.
These are great body parts.
Eyeballs.
They're so funny. Lawns.
Lawns, like mowing your front lawn?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Is there another plural noun in there somewhere? Later on? Yes, let's put brooms.
Brooms?
I just saw it and it's funny. Hi, David Flynn. Thank you for watching.
Brooms.
And then what do we have?
A verb ending in ing and an adjective.
Flinging.
Flinging. Flinging adjective.
A regular
and a part of the body, but not plural. Just
Let me see if there's any other parts of the bodies they've already put in. Let's do eyeball.
Eyeball.
That's from Jack Robbins.
Hey, Jack. And adjective.
Okay. Is forceful an adjective?
Oh, well, actually, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adjectives.
All right, throw in the adjectives in the chat,
So I'm just going to be throwing them in there in different places.
All right, flaky.
Flaky. Flaky is 1.
Can green be an adjective? Can you describe
that?
Okay, green.
Green.
Creepy.
Creepy.
Scaly.
That's supposed to be that.
Is that it?
One more adjective.
Smoky. This is going to be even more obscure than the Han and Leia one.
Yep.
Okay, you can watch the chat.
I like some of these. These are some really good ones. I'm excited about this one.
Here we go. I feel like this is like story time with the movie couple. Should make this a weekly thing.
Yeah.
I mean, give us a thumbs up if you
if you guys like
make
this.
It a weekly thing. We can just come on, hang out with you guys for like 20, 30 minutes and play some Madlib. Okay, Madlib. Dressing as Darth Vader. Ever since he was famously burned on the Mustafar Hood system, losing his elbows and his toes.
That is true.
Oh, Vader has been more machine than hamster. And each day he must don a smelly suit of armor in order to survive. First, Darth Vader must wear a black leather spoon that covers his entire furry body. Next, he puts a long and sleepy cape around his neck and covers his earlobes. What is that word?
Oh, lawns.
Oh,
sorry.
With a pair of lawns. Finally, he must always have a flinging mask over his face and a flaky helmet on top of his eyeball. If all of that wasn't green enough, sure, Darth Vader can only remove his creepy gear in a scaly chamber filled with pressurized brooms. And you thought it was Smokey getting dressed every morning. This is far better than the Han and Leia one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot better than the Han and Leia one.
I think my favorite was first Darth Vader must wear a black leather spoon that covers his entire furry body. This is the truth about Vader. Make this canon.
Yeah, because, it's going to be kind of hard for him to shave his body, even though it's kind of burnt to leathery burnt bacon.
And a sleepy cape around his neck that covers his earlobes with a pair of lawns. Oh my god. Hilarious. This is why I like really obscure body parts. Because it makes it like...
It makes it really goofy.
Hilarious. Imagine a leathery spoon. Somebody just said that.
When I get that image, I kind of get like, what is it? One of those man thong things that he has
like
to
a
put
banana.
on.
Like what are those called?
The banana thongs, and that's kind of like what he has to put on first to kind of keep everything in place. Yeah, and it's kind of like that, and it's just like a big spoon holder.
Oh my god, that's hilarious! Oh, that was fun. I think we'll save these just in case you guys want to see more, like later on, throughout the week.
That's why I wrote it in pencil, because I can always erase and we can
have a whole new
do
story.
A different one. You can get so many uses out of a Madlib's book.
Yeah. Okay. Question. Now I feel like this is a loaded question from Phil. Did you guys like The Last Jedi or The Rise of Skywalker? This is turning into Star Wars talk. Interesting.
Yeah, well, we're doing the Star Wars.
Yeah, that's true.
We're doing Star Wars Madlibs.
We're in my Ahsoka
I have to admit, okay, the first time I saw The Last Jedi, I really didn't like it. And then I saw Rise of Skywalker, and then I was upset. Well, I personally did not like
which one?
The second and third one.
The Last Jedi
and Rise of Skywalker. And it took me a while to kind of figure out what it was. In The Last Jedi, I didn't like what they did. I didn't like where they were trying to take the story, but I like how he told the story. And it really did feel like a cohesive, put together story. With Rise of Skywalker, it wasn't, well, no, there was a lot of decisions that I didn't like that they did, but I feel like they tried to just throw in a whole bunch of stuff instead of kind of like just trying to continue where they left off. So I felt like there was just too much happening. But then I went back and watched The Last Jedi, and I have now a higher appreciation for it.
For The Last Jedi, yeah, same.
For what he was trying to do and where he was trying to go. And plus now I also know a little bit more about Rian Johnson. I know I got to see.
If you haven't watched Knives Out yet,
Knives Out
watch
is an
it
amazing
immediately.
movie.
Excellent.
And if you guys like the movie, that is awesome. I mean, because that is one of the things about these. I could see how someone could sit down and watch these and be like, these are awesome. I love this story. I love where they're going with it. Me, on the other hand, I personally didn't like some of the decisions. And I also, in The Last Jedi, I just didn't like all of a sudden we were going this way and the sudden turn. I think if I was a little bit more prepared for that sudden turn in the movies, I would have liked The Last Jedi. I like how you're being
vague just in case people haven't seen it yet, because I think some people haven't.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. And with Rise of Skywalker, I just didn't think that the way they told the story that they wanted to tell was in the best storytelling way, my personal opinion.
I feel like the story, so I don't hate either movie. I think it's very hard for me. Like, if you want to talk about what movie I dislike the most out of all of the Star Wars movies, it'd probably be the prequels. I didn't like them very much. I thought like the costumes and everything was really cool, and obviously like in a lightsaber fights Darth Maul and all that stuff. Like that's the great part about Star Wars, and those I love. And there's moments that I enjoy in the prequels, but some of the other stuff I was like, I'll glaze over those. So for me, The Last Jedi was like, I felt like my mind kept on changing. Like the more I thought about it, the more I watched it. The Last Jedi, at first I was like, yeah, okay, pretty good. And then I remember bringing it home and watching it, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. Like I still kind of like it, but I don't know if I was as excited about it as I initially was. And then I saw The Rise of Skywalker, which there are so many bits that I really enjoy. And this is where you and I differ a little bit. Like I really, really, really like a lot of the comedy that they put in there. And I know for you, you felt that it was, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
the first time I saw them, it didn't bother me that much. The second time I saw them, I kind of gave an eye roll.
And I ate it up like, with a spoon. I was like, yes, give me more. So there's a lot of really great moments in The Rise of Skywalker that we got to see that was really freaking fantastic. But I felt the story was kind of convoluted. It was a little messy. Felt like it was a bit all over the place, honestly.
A little bit more force-fed kind of thing.
Yeah, and I feel like now when I look at the new sequels, if you will, like The Force Awakens to The Last Jedi to The Rise of Skywalker, like if I were to rank them today, I probably would put The Last Jedi up top because Luke is in it. Just because like I have so much love for Luke. I would do Last Jedi, The Force Awakens, and The Rise of Skywalker. But I don't dislike any of the movies. Like if you ask me to sit down and watch all of them again, I will be definitely willing to do that. Like I'd be like less enthused to do that with the prequels. Yeah. So that's kind of where I stand on it for now.
My personal opinion is the fact that I think they should have, from the very beginning, just had one cohesive kind of idea, one person directing it, writing it from the beginning, instead of trying to do this switching of directors. And just, it seems like they kind of focused more on the name of Star Wars is going to get us far enough. Now let's throw in all of the things that we want to do and then just have the name Star Wars carry it. And there are some things that they hit pretty good, but you kind of lost a lot of other things.
Yeah.
When you do it like that, so you kind of had the storyline going this way, then that way, and then trying to redirect instead of just having a nice cohesive story all throughout.
Yeah, like and somebody said if in the chat that it felt like they didn't have a plan, and we know that obviously isn't the case. They most definitely had a plan, but it certainly felt like it's like, oh, what happened? Like a lot of decisions were made, and they were just trying to like appease not just the fans, but like the execs and the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of
I think they also
many cooks in the kitchen.
Should have tried to pull off the whole Lord of the Rings thing to where they filmed all three of them at once. And if they would have done that, same director,
JJ could have just done this all the way through.
Yeah, because you're going to make all three.
Yeah.
Shrink your budget, shoot them all at the same time. The thing is with that, it'd be more difficult to keep things secret, I think. But then, I mean, you would have had Carrie Fisher for the entire thing instead of having her, unfortunately, no one could have planned her dying.
Yeah.
But if you would have done all three at once, that would have happened. You would have had her for all three movies, and you wouldn't have had to do this cut and paste thing with her in the last one.
Yeah.
And everything would have been a little bit more. You could kind of adjust. I think if you're filming everything at once, you're also able to kind of be like, hey, this isn't quite working out for what we're going to do at the end here. So let's tweak. You have an end point a little bit more visible to you instead of going to just the end of your movie.
I'm just scrolling way back to the cut through the comments.
Oh, for
the I'm still stuck on that. And we couldn't find
for the banana.
It's either called a mankini or a banana hammock.
Banana hammock.
That was the word I was looking for. Banana
mankini. Now, everyone, I want this image to haunt you of Darth Vader in a mankini.
And use that the next time we do a Madlib. Your nouns can be a banana hammock or a mankini. That's great. Oh my God.
I think that'd be awesome to have banana hammock or mankini as one of the nouns that we use. So remember that, guys, when we decide to do Madlib Quarantine Part 2.
Oh my God. I think we will definitely. This is definitely going to be a Part 2. Okay, so before we go, just let you guys know, I don't know how many of you are watching from like California or the States, and I know a few of you are watching from overseas. Regardless of the situation right now, you guys just try to stay positive, take care of yourself, stay healthy, wash your hands a lot, 20 seconds, just sing happy birthday twice, and then rinse and lotion a lot, I guess.
And don't follow my example, because I'm sitting here just scratching my face like crazy. But we've also haven't really gone outside the only time
we've gone outside. So like last week, I actually had to stop by the Collider office to get something, because like I couldn't continue some of my work if I didn't have this one thing. So I went and got it. No one else was really in the office. Like one person was in the office. Navi, you want to come join? You guys want to see Navi?
We have Navi here.
Special
guest appearance made by
Navi.
Oh, look at the Navi face.
Her face is just always so like deer in the headlights. Yeah, stay positive. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Drink plenty of liquids. And until next time. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will have more contents coming to the channel. It might be some reviews. It might be some kind of obscure stuff that we're just kind of like, we're bored on the weekends. Yeah,
to start watching a lot of Netflix and starting to just be like, hey, what? Let's review this.
Yeah, we finally finished The Dragon Prince Part 3.
Yeah.
Sorry, season 3. What else?
Really good.
I finished Big Little Lies. I'm trying to think, what else do we want to watch? Oh no!
Navi's
You're smelly.
Navi's stinky. We got to give you a bath, little one.
Yeah.
Give you a little bath.
Look at her just sitting there.
She's enjoying just like, I don't care. Life. I'm just getting belly rubs.
The two that are most excited that we're home all day because we're working from home is the dogs. I don't even know where Falcor is.
He's right underneath their chair. He's asleep.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys been hearing it, but yeah, he's been down there going
snoring.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not like my snoring Navi? Huh?
Oh my God.
Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute, little Miss Navi face.
All right, guys. Well, thank you again so much for watching. Stay safe, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
End stream.